Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing a really special unboxing. If you saw my what I got for my birthday video, I showcased this briefly and I said I'll do a separate video just because it is a really special piece. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up here so you can check it out and see what other goodies I got for my birthday. But yeah, this year was a milestone birthday for me. So I turned 30 and I got a really special piece. So I got a little something from Cartier. So this is a gift from me to me, and also Anthony chipped in as well, just because I really wanted this piece. There was nothing really on my radar that I wanted in terms of like handbags or any other jewelry piece. This has been on my wish list for a number of years, and yeah, I'm just really excited to finally have it and unbox it with you guys. So it's all still beautifully packaged in here because I wanted to do a really special unboxing. So if you guys are new to my channel, just a bit of a warning, I am a huge packaging freak. So if you guys want to skip ahead to see what I purchased, please feel free to do so. I'll leave a timestamp in the description box below. But if you guys know me, you guys know I love packaging, and if you guys follow me, I'm sure you guys love packaging as well. So I want to get into like the details of everything. The first thing I noticed with the packaging is that the handles are actually like shoelaces now. They're like just normal rope material. There's nothing special to them. Whereas I got my bag from when I purchased my love bracelet, it came with a really beautiful bag like this, and the rope detailing, like you can see that, and on the side here it's got the gold bar to connect the handles, which is not a huge deal. It's just like the handles of the bag, but that's just something I noticed. And the coloring is a bit off. It doesn't match the bag itself. Like you can see that rich dark red there, whereas this is like almost like a pinky red, and then this is like the true Cartier red. Also the font, it's a lot larger on this bag versus this. So those just like little things that I noticed, which I thought was a bit odd. They're cutting corners maybe, I don't know, like trying to save on packaging, which is ridiculous given the amount of money we spend on these pieces. But in any case, everything is beautifully packaged in here. So the sales associate wrapped it up for me, and I actually had to ask for him to wrap it up, which I'll talk about later in the video. So I'll unbox it first and then I'll talk about my experience at the Cartier store. This is the beautiful packaging that it comes with. So it's got the beautiful seal, the wax seal, the Cartier logo there, and it's beautifully packaged. So I'll pop this down for now and I'll show you what else it came with. So it also came with the booklet that has the receipt and the authenticity card. So the receipt's just behind here, and then the authenticity card is in this envelope, which is beautiful. So it just comes like that, and it's a really nice hard cover booklet. And then inside it's just got the Cartier details, what it is, and also the serial number, and also the stamp of where you purchased it from. And then the last thing in the bag is the travel pouch. So a really cute little red velvet travel pouch. So that was everything that was inside here. So now let's get into the unboxing of this beautiful piece here. So it's beautifully wrapped with the wax seals with Cartier logo and the pleats on the bottom there. So it's always beautifully wrapped like this, and I'm really scared. I'm always scared to unwrap it, but we have to do it, so let's do it together. So I'll carefully peel off the wax seal. So I did my best ripping it, but I ended up just ripping it anyway, which is such a shame. And the wax actually got onto my nail here, as you can see there. So I'm gonna try and wipe this off first before we go any further. Okay, so it came off pretty easily, just wiped off. So that was a bit of a fail. But anyway, at least we know it's like real wax that they use, because it actually came off onto my fingernail. So now let's get into the unboxing. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to show you guys and finally wear it. So this is the beautiful box that it comes in. It says Cartier on top, and it's just gorgeous. Like, this packaging is beautiful. So just lift up the lid and you're presented with the Cartier jewelry box that the piece comes in, and it's stunning. Like, I just love this gold foiling on it. So there's a little lip here that folds down, and that just makes it easy for you to slide out the box like that. And then here is the beautiful Cartier box, and oh, it's so beautiful. It looks like it's like shiny or shimmery, but it's just the lighting that I have that's shining on it. And it's just gorgeous. Look at that shine and gleam to it. Oh, it's so luxurious. So this little piece here, I don't know what that is. It's actually just to cover the button. So that's never come with it before. Usually they'll remove that. So this is like a brand new box, obviously. And then here we have the actual push button that you pop open to see the piece. So what I purchased for my 30th birthday that I got from Anthony and myself is the Cartier Juste and Clou Bracelet, the small size with diamonds. So this is in the yellow 18 karat gold, and It's just beautiful, so shiny, so brand new. It's so, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to wear it. So it's got a little hook up here to hold it in place. So just unhook that. It's like a little elastic band. So then it comes off, and here is the bracelet. So there's nothing else in the box. It's just like a really beautiful black suede with like a cushion on top to protect the piece when the box is closed. But it's just so extravagant. It's so like luxurious having this box, and you just can't get enough of Cartier packaging. So then this is the bracelet here, and it's so beautiful. The lighting is just not doing it any justice. Like when you see this in person, it's just stunning. And I actually have the ring to match with it. Although this ring doesn't have the diamonds on it. It's just like the regular small Juste Clou ring. But this is so beautiful, like with the diamonds as well. My camera is just not doing it justice, I'm sorry. This is the small bracelet, and it actually is a wire bracelet. So that's how you put it on and off. It just bends like that, which looks kind of freaky, kind of scary. But the SA assured me that it's totally normal. It's supposed to bend like that, and you won't have any issues. If I do come across any issues, he said, always bring it back in and they can assess it and fix it. He said that they don't actually do like warranties at Cartier. There's no like 2-year, 3-year, 5-year warranty. It's just lifetime. If anything happens to it, just bring it back and they can assess and go about the next steps with it or help you out with fixing it. So yeah, this actually looks so tiny on screen, but this is the 16 centimeter size, and I already have the love bracelet, the small love bracelet in 17 centimeters. So it's always recommended to size down with the Juste Clou bracelet because you don't want it overlapping. So I'll try and pop it on to show you what it looks like. So he said just to use my wrist and kind of push that part there, the tip of the nail, and then the head will come around the wrist. Hopefully I can show you okay. So kind of like that, and it kind of goes around. It looks like it's like digging into your hand, but it doesn't hurt. It's completely fine. So then once it's on, it just looks like that. And my love bracelet, he actually polished it as well. So it had a lot of like scratches, like hairline scratches, but it like built up over, I think because I've had the bracelet for just over 2 years, I think. It had heaps of like dings and scratches. So he's completely polished it and it looks just brand new. It's like so shiny now. So it matches with my Juste Clou bracelet. And he said not to do it too often because they do take a layer of gold off. I did the full polish where all my scratches are completely gone. And I think I was kind of scared when I got it back because it looked almost rose gold. I thought like they completely took off the yellow gold or like the overlay. I don't know, like it just looked really different. But I think once I wore it and in different lighting, it just looks a bit different. So it's actually yellow, it still looks yellow gold, which I'm so glad about. And there is a little bit of movement. I'm always like self-conscious that it's too small and too tight. But when I tried on the size up, so for the love bracelet, when I tried on the size 18, it was so loose and it came down to like almost halfway down my hand when it fell down. So that was just way too loose and too big. That's why I stuck with the 17 centimeter. And then obviously if you want to get the Juste Clou bracelet, you need to size down, just because if I got the same size, the 17, the actual nail head would kind of overlap and keep kind of scratching the love bracelet, whereas now it just sits flush. And that's because the Juste Clou bracelet is made slightly bigger, and obviously to account for like the flexibility there and the way the nail head wraps around, it is slightly bigger. So that's why they always recommend to size down. But yeah, that is what the bracelet looks like. Do you guys think I should have the nail head sitting against the love bracelet or the other way around? I'll see if I can switch it around and show you guys. You can see like my hands like kind of all scratched now from the nail head, but it doesn't hurt. It's just like something you need to get used to, and my skin is very sensitive anyway, so anything that like kind of brushes against it, touches it, I always get like a little red mark. So that's what they look like together, where they sit flush. But I think the actual tip of the nail kind of overlaps when I do that, which I'm not a huge fan of. So I think I might have it the other way around, just because I like the look of it better, and also I don't like how the tip of the nail kind of overlaps with the love bracelet. So I want to try and prevent as many scratches as possible. Okay, so don't do what I did and put it at the back of your wrist and then hope to turn it around, because I just cannot twist it around now. Because the bracelet is oval in shape, it's supposed to sit snug against your wrist, and so it kind of prevents it from like spinning around your hand, like, you know, traditional bangles where it's circular, it just like spins around constantly. The love bracelet and the Juste Clou bracelets are made in an oval shape whereby you're not supposed to be able to move it around, and that helps prevent it from scratching further. So I'll show you what I mean. So here you can see it's like an oval shape. Our wrists are oval, so they're not like round, they're like oval in shape. So okay, let's try this again. So I want the nail head to touch the bracelet, so then it's like a maths equation. I'm like trying to work out how it's gonna work. So okay, pop it on top like that. Okay, it's easy once you kind of get the hang of it. Obviously this one won't scratch as easily because it's like a cylinder shape. It's not like a flat surface like the Cartier Love Bracelet. And I found that's the case with the ring as well. My Cartier Love ring, the wedding band, because it is all flat and smooth, it's so scratched up. There's so many like hairline scratches on it, whereas I don't really see any scratches with the Juste Clou ring. So I think that's a bonus with this. I might do like a comparison between the two, or like a 6-month review. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. Please let me know in the comment section below, and I'd love to do like a comparison between the two, or which one I'd recommend if you were to just choose one. And so yeah, this is what the stack looks like, and I just love the Juste Clou bracelet with diamonds. I did try on the one without diamonds, and it just really didn't do anything for me. It just looked very, I don't want to say bland, but almost just like very plain, all the same metal. It was all yellow gold and just nothing to it, whereas this has got yellow gold with a touch of diamonds to it. So it's just got the diamonds all on the nail head and also just on the tip of the nail. I just think it just gives a little bit of differentiation between the two and breaks it up a little bit. I also tried on the Slim Love bracelet in the white gold, and I found that the white gold just didn't stand out. It was very dull looking, and I've heard other people in other videos mention that if you purchase the white gold from Cartier, always make sure to get diamonds with it, because with diamonds they rhodium plate the white gold, which gives it that really beautiful shiny luster white gold look to it. Whereas if you don't, it's just like it's not plated at all. There's no rhodium plating, so it's just a very like standard dull white gold. So you always get the ones with diamonds, and I just didn't really like the look of those two stuck together. It just didn't really do anything for me. I always knew that I wanted the Juste Clou bracelet, so yeah, I just wanted to try it on just to kind of see what it would look like. But I'm really happy with this stack here. I'm so glad to finally have this crossed off my wish list, and yeah, a really special piece to celebrate my 30th birthday. So now let's get into my whole experience at the Cartier store. So when I went to the Cartier store, I actually spoke to a different sales associate. I don't think the one that I'd been dealing with in my previous transactions was working that day. So I spoke to a new one, and he was nice. Like, he was patient, he was nice, but he just wasn't like, he didn't show me all that much. Like, he just kept asking what I wanted to see, and I felt like I had to keep asking, I want to see this, I want to see this, I want to see this, rather than like showing me this version, or like, how about this, like, what do you think about this? I think that kind of interaction is a lot better, it flows a lot smoother. And a lot of the times when I go to the purchase from Cartier, I feel like I always have to ask for something. For example, like the travel pouch, I had to ask for the travel pouch, and for like the gift wrapping, I had to ask for it to be gift wrapped. Even though I mentioned to him I was looking for my 30th birthday present, he didn't say like, oh, happy birthday or anything. He didn't mention anything at all. He was just silent when I mentioned that I was looking for a 30th birthday present. So I'm sure that you always get people coming in wanting to celebrate occasions, but I thought like at least acknowledge that it's my birthday, or like my birthday coming up. But he didn't mention anything about that. And when I asked for the travel pouch, he was kind of like a bit hesitant to give me a travel pouch, because he was like, these are made for the watches, and he wouldn't recommend putting the Juste Clou bracelet on the actual pillow itself, just because it is a wire bracelet, and if I'm constantly putting it or wrapping it around the pillow, it could expand the wire over time. But I mean, I'm not storing it away in the pouch. It's just for when I go traveling. If I'm traveling on a plane, for example, just for a few hours and I don't want to be wearing it, I just wanted to put it in a pouch. So he said, if I am going to store it away, don't use the pillow and just store it in the pouch in here. So yeah, that was something new that I didn't know. I didn't know that the wire could actually expand over time. So that was one thing I had to ask for. And then another thing, I had to ask for it to be gift wrapped, just because I wanted to do this unboxing with you guys, and also because it was a birthday present, I obviously wanted it to be wrapped. And I also wanted to ask about the cleaning kit, just because I've seen other people with the cleaning solution and the brush and the cleaning cloth that it comes with, and I just felt bad asking for, like, I just felt really awkward asking for it, because I already asked for the pouch. I already asked for it to be gift wrap. I didn't want to ask again for a cleaning kit. And in hindsight, looking back, I'm like, I should have just asked for it, because when we left the store, I was kind of talking to Anthony about it. He's like, you should have just asked. Like, don't feel bad. You're spending thousands of dollars. Why should you feel bad about asking for like a cleaning kit that probably cost them nothing? And I was just like, oh, I should have just asked for it. But we were running late. We had dinner plans. Oh yeah, and I also had to ask for the bracelet to be cleaned as well. Like, he didn't offer to have it cleaned or like anything like that. So yeah, I just felt like that was a bit, it kind of tainted the experience a little bit. Do you guys think I should have asked for the cleaning kit, or do you think that's too much to ask for? But then thinking about it, I got the bracelet with diamonds. Like, how much more do I have to spend to get a cleaning kit? I remember when I purchased my love ring, I asked about the cleaning kit and they were like, no, sorry, it's just for bracelets. And then when I got my Cartier love bracelet, it didn't come with it. But yeah, like, I got a bracelet with diamonds. How much more do I need to spend or like purchase in order to get a cleaning kit? And I'm sure if I asked, he would have offered it, but that's like not the point. Like, the point is, it's supposed to be a luxury brand. It's supposed to be a luxurious experience. You're supposed to be like, feel like you're welcome there, feel like your money is worth it, I guess, in some way. Like, you feel like your money is put to value, because obviously we are spending a huge markup on these pieces. I forgot to mention the pricing of the Juste Clou bracelet. So the small size with diamonds in the 18 karat yellow gold is currently $7,150. So definitely not small amount by any means. And I think the one without diamonds is $5,100. So I'm spending a good $2,000 more just to have diamonds and for it not to come with a cleaning kit. And yeah, so I'm just wondering like how I'm supposed to keep the diamonds shiny, to keep it clean. Do I have to get my own solution for it? I just don't understand. And yeah, like, it's the least that they could do, offering the cleaning solution or just adding it into the bag, not even having to mention that they've included it, just popping it all in together. So yeah, I think, I don't know, should I go back in store and ask for the cleaning kit? Is it even like worth it? What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comment section below. Have you purchased anything from Cartier, like a bracelet or even a ring? Have they included the cleaning kit for you? I'd love to know. This whole experience was just kind of like, it's supposed to be to celebrate my 30th birthday, something special to have with me forever, and just, yeah, just a really nice memory. But they didn't offer any drinks at all. They didn't offer anything. Like, it was just a really like poor experience that I had. Like, not poor in terms of like the customer service was bad. It didn't feel, it was just like transaction, like go in, purchase this, go out. That was it. So that was my unfortunate experience at Cartier. Sorry for the ranting in this video. Thank you for sticking with me and hearing me out. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Please leave a comment in the comment section below. But yeah, that is all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. But until next time, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!